Well, my wonderful, beautiful beautiful bros, guys of the Maverick Nation. I'm the Russian Maverick, and I assume you all realized what that thumbnail was. Marilyn Manson. Sweet dreams are made of screams. It's bitchin'. What'd you expect? I love scary shit. And so, getting a little bit on my more spooky side, even though it's not the month of spoopiness. I just thought that seeing as people like to interchange, Halloween and Christmas so damn much, I didn't really think of that until now, but, even though it's the month of wholesomeness, people like to associate the month of spoopiness so much with the month of wholesomeness that it can't hurt to try. This is what I like to call the Creep Show. It's going to be a little bit of a series where I basically deep dive into a story. A story that I'm going to pull a little bit of an Alfred Hitchcock Presents and be like, some of you may not all be able to. Maybe even a little bit of a Rod Serling with the Twilight Zone, like da-na-na-na-na-na-na. Some of you may not all be able to take this story. So if any of you are squeamish or weak in the knees, if any of you are afraid of the dark, if any of you can't handle a little fright, if any of you can't handle a little blood, I advise you GTFO while you can. Because this, ladies and gents, is a little something I like to call, like I said, the Creep Show. This will be the pilot episode, otherwise known as episode numero uno. So, let me take my celebratory drink. I don't even know if I'll be able to use that Marilyn Manson thumbnail, but it looks badass. The Creep Show. Season 1. Episode 1. Izuku's POV. Oh, that's Izuku. Oh my god, my head. What the hell just happened? Oh my god, my head. Hey, who are you? The blonde in the orange jumpsuit. Who are you? The green net and the green eyes. I asked you the question first. Okay, fine. My head hurts. My head hurts too. Man, if Kachan were here. What the hell is Kachan? Anyways, since you haven't really spoken up, my name's Naruto. Oh, my name's Izuku. Where are we and why are we here? I have no idea. It's super freaking dark. I can't see. I can barely see a damn thing from my face. Good God. Sasuke, Sakura, Kakashi-sensei. What was I doing before all of this? Oh, yeah, it was sometime after the invasion. What invasion? Some sort of thing called the Konoha Crush, I think. Yeah, I had just beaten this one guy who was like me. He was going to aid some bad people in destroying my village. He's like me because he understood the same suffering I understand. But I couldn't really think about that. All I could think about is protecting those that I deemed precious to me, my precious people. Wow, you sure have a weird, messed up life. Well, what about you, Mr. Greenet? I already told you my name is Izuku. Anyways, my situation isn't all that much better. Something to do with blue fire and Kachan. I don't know where he is. Also, Tokiyami's gone too. Blue fire. The forest. The beast forest. And the one with all pussycats. Yeah, it was somewhere around that time. I was just now trying to understand something about 35% of One for All. 35% of One for All? What? Okay, I think we might need a long, in-depth explanation about each other's lives before we can go any further. First of all, I guess that makes us an alliance, a truce of some sort. Well, I guess you'd be right. I mean, seems a smart thing to do, being numbers. Man, this mom's gonna be worried sick too. You have to put these things behind you. Right now, we have to focus on the right now and whatever the right now is. Oh well, hiya. Uh, uh, who are you? Detroit? No, 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 buddy. You and your friend in the orange jumpsuit. You guys, you can trust me. We don't even know who you are now. Tell us what we need to know, or else your head's coming off. Wait, where'd you pull that knife out of? It's called a kunai pouch. Now, just let me interrogate this guy. You interrogate me. Buddy, I'm on a whole nother league. Trust me, you don't want to mess this up for yourselves. Trust me, there's a reason you're here. And if you want to know where here is exactly, and who I am, well, first you're gonna have to an oath of secrecy, considering certain information I will be about to tell you is very delicate information. Me even being here with you two is a risk in itself, considering a certain resident here is a very cranky SOB, and it would not be wise for you two to get on his nerves. I can handle myself, but you two get torn to shreds. Ah, that's great. I can sense him already. He knows we're here. And I haven't even collected any pages yet. He must be out on the alert. I wonder if Mr. Zalzal is the same way. Zalzal? Shh, stupid greenette. You're gonna give us away. As if that annoying shade of orange hasn't already done that from your buddy over there. Hey, orange is not annoying. Shut up. That's great. He's found us. Now we have to deal with this bull. I see. Oh, great. Now he's found us for real this time. Why do you disguise yourself and also ally yourself with these mortals? Oh, why do I disguise myself and ally myself with these mortals? Slendy, just put a frickin' sock in it for once in your damn life. Hey, kid, that paper and that knife of yours, can I have that for a second? Okay, but I'm not exactly sure that you know how to use that. Oh, don't worry, I can do this in my sleep. Wait, what the? Wait, how the hell did you know how to use that? It's another one of the things we'll have to discuss later because of your bitching. Now we just have to get the frick out of the damn Slender Forest. Slender Forest? Well, both of you just shut up for 2 seconds. I have to focus. Okay, and we're off. Well, what was that? It's called a charge. Now, if you don't mind, this is Mi Casa El Su Casa. For the hell of the freaking, I don't even know, say it. You guys want to know who I am? What I am? What this all is? How you fit all into it? I guess now is as good as a time as ever before they get here and have to explain even more. I am an agent of what they call the Creep Show. Basically, we're a band of a bunch of, I guess you could say, are curious individuals who basically don't necessarily go around looking for trouble, but if we can ever find a way to lend a helping hand where it is truly needed, in a way which we believe would truly suit us, we will lend that hand. The Creep Show, we are different from your normal Heroes Brigade. We only help on matters that actually interest us in a way to where it could warrant such a hasty little grab of the two of you. Don't worry, there are others. And hopefully enough of them are still sane enough where they won't cut your heads off the first time they see you. Oh my god. Hey, Rags, it's you. Oh, and you brought fresh meat. Oh, that's perfect. Jeff, if you stab either of them, I will end you faster than you can say hot tamale. Okay, Rags, you don't have to be such a dick. Is that your actual name, sir? No, Izuku. Don't worry, I heard your names over your bickering. Plus, we have files on the people we go to collect. And no, collecting does not always mean a bad thing, so you didn't have to worry as long as you follow the creep show code, as we like to call it. Or at least I like to call it, and some people agree with me. Since we're a ragtag group, we don't always get along the best. But we're probably the closest thing to a family that we know each other as. In that everyone here basically isn't wanted anywhere else. We are all sort of misfit ragtag group of unwanted, unliked individuals that have been cast aside by every other world that could ever hold us. And Rags is just a name that Jeff calls me. This is Jeff. And no, Jeff, I don't give a shit about the whole thing with your last name, so don't even bother. Anyways, Jeff, what the f do you want? I'm trying to get our two newest acquired guests. Well, as for now, guests. Soon I will hopefully manage to procure them enough to the point to where we can call them new members, new family. Oh, new family, isn't that just fantastic? Jeff, quit your damn complaining, or else I will have you 6 feet under. Like you haven't said that before. Oh, my arm, damn it. Okay, just let go of my arm. How the hell do you do that? Say the magic word, Jeffrey. Fine, please let go of my arm. Ow. You don't have to do it that damn hard. If I don't, you'll never listen, Jeffrey. Yes, that is Jeff, as he is known in the mortal world, Jeff the Killer. You can probably tell why he isn't wanted anywhere. However, the creep show found use in his talents. However various those talents are, and in their actual use and actual probability that he has any to begin with. Though, he's useful whenever you need him in a pinch, so we procured him, and he's been a member of our family, our little creep show, ever since. Well, what if we don't want to become a member of your creep show family? Besides, we have family and people, and Naruto, you know that's a lie. You know that you don't have a family back at the village. They're just people who slightly accept you because of half-baked ties. Some of the people might actually give a shit, but nowhere near as many to actually say you have a family back there. Damn it, how is he right? How do you know so much? Remember I said we have files on the people we want to procure. And that's how we know everything about them whenever we show up. Because we will have already collected the information via our own ways that I do not wish to discuss right now. Well, sir, if your name isn't Rags, then what is it? Well, most of the people that actually give me any respect around here call me Smiles. Though, there's a certain demon dog called Smile Dog, so I've been trying to get people to stop calling me Smiles. Plus, it's kind of, no. I don't like the idea of being called Smiles. So, I've been getting less and less people to call me that. And I don't think you should call me Smiles if you want to keep your limbs. So, yes, I am cold but not cruel. It's just I need to keep that little facade up in order to keep people in line around here. Like I said, we're like a dysfunctional family. But not too dysfunctional to where we can't work as a unit whenever things, called for. But what about me? Oh, you Izuku, that bully back there, Kanchan, keeps on calling you Deku, and God forbid, with how much villainy is back at your place. Plus, I can already tell you and a bunch of the other students at that big ol' UA school of yours are just targets on your head as long as you're there. And even if you were to resign from the school, you'd still be noticed by any random ass villain on the street. To be honest, not even your family are safe. Even the ones overseas. Technically, your father's already dead. I tried to stop the person, but I got distracted in something that made it to where I couldn't save him. I'm terribly sorry about that, Izuku, but it was a matter which involved two or three different people which we were after because they aren't exactly liked. And just so happens that they were working together to swarm your father. And also make us look bad. I had to make them pay extra for that part. Because that point, our extensive file on you, Izuku, wasn't as vast as it is now. And I am terribly sorry for what happened with your father. If I had known more sooner, I can't exactly say that I could have ensured your father stay alive, but I could at least try to do something a little bit more, with a little bit better intel. So wait, the guys you're against killed my dad? When was this? How long was this ago? I think around the time, what was it called, the USJ incident? I think around then was whenever That one sent those three scumbags. All precarious individuals from Zalzal's employ. Some of them less high-ranking than others. Some just wanted someone to kill. Some of them contracted to go through with it because it was Zalzal's word. Some contracted to kill because it was on their soul. If you can't already tell, they all had different reasons for doing what they did with your father and me. Yeah. They felt the best for anyone in that situation. Especially since I didn't exactly let any of those despicable pieces of trash live longer than they were able to stay. They're overdue out of interrogational purposes. I'll do it. What? I'll do this. After realizing what happened with my father and the points you brought up, I'm starting to realize more and more that the walls of the Hero Society are starting to close in on themselves. I try to stay optimistic, but more and more each day it seems like our days are being numbered, and that the more and more people associated with UA and the other hero schools, the more and more people that are actually in danger. And still some people are in danger, even if they aren't associated with the hero school. Well, at least someone has a brain cell around here. And you, Naruto, your situation isn't exactly all that much better. You just go back to a place that really has barely anyone who tolerates you. And for those that don't tolerate you, you are treated like the lowest of shit. And no matter how much you want to prove to them that you're not, that you're more than just the fox inside of you, everything just keeps on falling down. And I have to admit it too, Naruto. The days are numbered for your world as well. That is, unless you help us, you cannot save your world. Same goes for Izuku, but he's already agreed. What do you say? What say you? Ninja of Konoha, Naruto's Maki. I see your points, and I have to agree. No matter what I do, it always seems like I just back to square one, possibly even worse off than before. Fine, whatever this entails, it can only be as bad as I make it. That's the spirit now, that's the spirit. Now, I forget if I actually told you my real name or not. If we actually got to that business. And if I did, I'd probably contradict myself. Sometimes I like to come up with so many different aliases just to give my enemies the slip that I accidentally tell people the wrong name. Smiles is one that I try to keep from telling people, though. I only let it slip by some of the time, and that's just because of the newbies coming in. I don't want to be too cold or too cruel. Then I might not get too many people liking me. And I need some people to cool it, or else everything will fall apart. Sir, we like to know about your name and all, but also about all this weird stuff that's going on. Oh, yes, that. There's actually an extensive library about the history of the Creep Show and its original founding fathers. I was not the original one, however, the founding fathership is something that is stuck in my legacy, you could say. It runs through the blood in my veins. Yes. A member of my family was one of the highest order of founding fathers. In fact, you could say that he actually was the one who not only came up with the idea, but basically came up with the principles that keep it standing tall to this very day. I am what you could call as much as my name would suggest otherwise. You can trust me. I have no ideals to hurt you. After all, you need darkness in order to see the brightest of stars, isn't that true? Well, that's not exactly answering our question. That's because I am Prince of Darkness. Though most call me Dark. I'd much rather you call me that as well. Because you see, there is a difference in between darkness and evil. Evil and darkness, they don't always mix the best. Sometimes the most darkest of things can show the most light. All you have to do is give it a chance. You will see. As another one of the things that the many founding fathers went by, that not all darkness means evil, and not all light means good. I am dark. Not to be confused with Dark Applier, though he is a part of our ranks, and so is Antisepticeye. But their real names, I want them to tell you, because they figured out that I told you their real names. I don't really want to know how they would react. There are also duplicate clones of them that have similar agendas, but are not the same thing. They are known as Red and Stabby. But I dealt with Red and Stabby a long time ago. They were getting annoying. However, I wasn't able to kill them, only make them suffer. Wait, Dark, you said you were the Prince of Darkness. Who's the king? The king? I was forced to kill my father a long time ago, as a test of my loyalty to the creep show and to any sort of doubts that anyone might have had, considering that my father was one of the many conspirators against that of the creep show, and one of the many allies to Zalzal, or as others know him, Zalgo. He goes by other aliases as well, but his most known name, Zalgo, and a clear sign that he's around, the phrase, "He comes," or "He is coming." A clear sign that his influence is spreading wherever the person to hear that or to see that is around. If it's close, then he is close. If it is strong within the area, then he is strong within the area, or wherever he may be at the time. I also know someone by the name of John Constantine, but sometimes he can be a real pain in the ass. But he's probably one of the only reasons why I still stomach Jeff nowadays. Because he's probably one of the many people who helped me learn how to deal with Jeff. Yes, I admit John can be a pain in the ass, but, he's helped me deal with a lot of things. And I don't think if he was just a normie like everybody else, that I'd be able to be around him like I am, and like everybody else. Me and him kind of have this love-hate relationship going on. John is one way 1 second, and then another way another second. All I know is he's a drunkard who is very magically inclined, and is an asshole most of the time. If he's, all depends on how drunk he is. When he's also British, that doesn't really help things with some of the people around here. But you learn to deal with it. As you'll begin to learn, I wasn't kidding whenever I said dysfunctional family. John's a part of us. He was a part of us a long time after I ended up saving his ass from eternal damnation by the hands of Zalgo and his buddies. Not all of his buddies, but still a good horde. After saving him from eternal damnation by the hand of Zalgo and his horde, not all of them, but a good amount of the horde. After that, he swore allegiance to the creep show, and he's been a part of us ever since. And how long ago was this? And what exactly was this John Constantine guy look like? Yeah, those are good points Naruto's bringing up. These people that you're telling us about, and things you're telling us about, more detail would be nice so that we can easier get settled in. I mean, we already agreed, so getting us settled in easier, wouldn't that be a smart thing to do? You're right, Izuku. Your methodical mind is a good asset to us. And that is one of the many prospects of your methodical mind. You think several steps ahead. And Naruto is very similar. He is very, very useful when in the heat of battle. I have seen and I have heard, and I have even specced through both your files. I know your strengths or weaknesses, things about you that you probably don't even know about yourselves. And I can gladly say that from what I have procured, I like what I have procured. But you're not the only ones who will be joining us. That is, if the others are smart. Oh, actually, it's almost that time of the day. John should be here any second, demanding a glass of brandy. That is, if he isn't too hungover already. I know how he likes to get with those demon girls. What do you call them, succubi? He better not be getting too kinky, or else I might have to ground him again. How can you ground an old, like, another grown man? Easy, Izuku. You saw me do it to Jeff just a few moments ago. However, I have different methods for different people and for different situations. So remember, I am dark. That is what you shall call me. I don't want master or sir, especially not sir. Just call me dark, okay? That is something I can deal with, and something I would rather deal with than anything else, especially not freaking Smiley. And especially not sir. God, how many times people have called me sir and I've had to punish them for it. Anyways, I think you two with enough looking around can find your way around here and learn from experience just how we do things. And that means... boop! Ah, good God. Good. Sometimes I swear if it wasn't for Fox inside of me, stuff would probably kill me. Fox? Something we probably need to discuss on our own. I don't want too many other people hearing. Too many other people hearing about what? Hello, sir, who are you? Didn't you just hear the old bloke talk about me like 2 seconds ago? Oh, you're John Constantine? Yeah, I've been actually looking for that old piece of shit. And now he's already gone again. Ugh. What do I have to do to get to that guy without him popping in and out of reality? Ugh. I swear, him being a Prince of Darkness. The one thing he is good for is putting Trigor in timeout. Permanently. I couldn't believe the look on Raven's face whenever she saw that. Prince of Darkness? He definitely proved that one time. Hello, sir. Who is Trigor? Trigon, whatever you said. Oh, just a very unpleasant son of a gun. Very unpleasant. Oh, what's up, John? Oh, Jeff, it's you. You're conscious again. I knew he couldn't get too far away from you, or else you would wake up. Jeff, please. I'm already got a hangover just from the fumes of this place. Well, that's because you're in the middle of the damn bar, you piece of shit. Jeff, I already told you I cannot deal with it. Well then, let me shove that up your ass. How about that cure your hangover? Actually, I'd rather blast you with a fireball in the face than have to suffer another one of those knife treatments, as they were called. What was it, that Miss P lady? Oh, I never want to have to go through that again. Oh yeah, Miss P. I remember that. I remember that. Hey, Sam, where the hell is Jason? Jason? Who's Jason? Oh, orange jumpsuit guy. You wanna know who Jason is? Machete, hockey mask, constant toothbrush music all around. You know, that kind of guy. He sounds very terrifying. I need your input, Greenhead. Oh, you don't have to be that way, Jeff. He's just a kid. Probably doesn't even know half of what's going on around here. Neither does Mr. Orange Jumpsuit. Practically screams, kill me. And the reason I haven't commented anything about Mr. Greenette is because his hair and his eyes, I don't exactly think he can control that. Now can he? But what about the whisker marks on you? Are you part demon or something? Actually, John, if it's okay if I call you that, well, I'm kind of a container of a demon. It's known as the Nine-Tailed Fox. Oh, you mean Kurama? Oh, you're the next container of that old bloke? Oh, good golly. Well, tell him John Constantine says up yours. Okay, Kurama, if that's actually your real name. John Constantine says, I heard what John said. And John, you can have one up yours, you piece of shit. Oh, don't be grumpy, furball. Just because you're in there and I'm out here doesn't mean you have to be a bloat about it. Oh my god, I need something to drink. Oh god. Thank the heavens for these flasks. If Doc is good for anything, he's good for handing out gifts every once in a while to keep the populace happy. Gifts. John, you idiot, did you forget? He handed you that out for freaking Christmas. Even though not everyone was here celebrates that damn holiday. Yeah, you used that as a breeding ground for murder. You freaking psychopathic Looney Tune bloat piece of shit. Oh, John, that is it. Both of you shut up. I am trying to sleep. Wait, Jeff, you can hear him too? I mean, you looked at me funny. Kid, I think there's a little something you need to know. There's a special magical presence about people that Doc has been in contact with before. Pretty much any one of us could hear the fox now. Whether it wants us to or not. Dark basically has been using that as a way for us to be more, willing to communicate without killing each other. It starts to feel like it's worked all that well, but Dark seems to not really feel the need to change anything. Sometimes I can't really seem to tell if that sucker really even gives a shit anymore. Well, he seemed to care. I mean, especially about the whole Smiley and Sir thing. Oh my god, did someone else do that again? Oh my god. Oh, the cleanup crew. Have they came yet? You'll know who they are. They have these big contraptions on their heads, and they it's either a spear or a giant butter knife sword looking thing. And well, they just look overall unsettling. John, you dumbass, they're called pyramid heads. And besides, they're not even the main cleanup crew. It's those twisted nurses, I believe that they call them that. They're the main cleanup crew. And besides, if there was actually any need for that because of something Dark did, everyone would have figured out by now. Even those that didn't actually, or never actually knew Dark before. That's just the kind of guy he is. So how exactly did Dark find your asses? Well, more or less, we all kind of found each other. Jeff. Yeah, what Izuku's saying is true. He kinda just got teleported to some weird dark forest area and barely made it out alive. Or at least that's what Dark says probably would have happened. Oh, so you got Slendy's attention. Oh, that son of a... No, Jeff, before you ask, I do not have an extra light. Jeez, John, what are you, a mind reader? I mean, where's that Xeno warrior princess lady whenever you need her? That's not even her real freaking name, Jeff. I mean, come on, be considerate somewhat. Why, you're never considerate about anybody. And besides, I don't even have to take orders from you. No, but you have to take orders from Dark. And Dark said that while things are like this, I'm in charge. He never said that. Yeah, because you were too deep face in the ground to hear him say it. Besides, he has more than one way of saying it. It's called mental links, mental connections. Oh, kind of like Ino's mind transfer jutsu. I don't know who this Ino person is, but they sound, if they can transfer their mind, they sound interesting. Not only is she a woman, but she's too young for you, sir. Oh, around your age? Yeah, around my age. Oh, that just crushed everything. Whenever you said something about being a woman, I almost got excited there. But, then again, you know who would have trampled all over my insides over that one. Especially considering what you said about not being in an age group. Hey, I think we're all forgetting something. Well, Greenette, what is exactly that we're all forgetting? Oh, no. Yeah, something is off. Especially how Dark left. Usually doesn't use that type of magic to escape out of here. Unless... Oh my. time is it? Oh, everyone, we have a meeting in a certain time. Wait, I've seen those signs before, Izuku. John, I can read what you're... Oh, you can. So you know what I'm trying to... Yeah, we have to meet 3:15? Yeah, it's actually kind of later in the day than I was expecting as well. That's usually the time that meetings are held around here. And if you're going to be fully integrated into the creep show, well, you gotta know how things work. Don't worry, I'll try not to piss Stark off too much, so that I can keep in touch. Wow, what Dark said about you, I'm not exactly fully sure if he was all that accurate. Oh, trust me, this is just because I'm more sober than usual. Oh. So, the real John Constantine can be me, and sometimes something else, and... Oh god, he's starting to drink. Somebody get his ass to the meeting hall before he gets too damn plastered to actually participate. I don't want to have to hear Dark's bullshit blaming me for John's inability to stay sober for more than 5 seconds. Actually, in counting, I think that was over 5 minutes that he was sober. Greenette, I will shove a knife up your ass. I'd rather you not. What the? Oh, my head. Still hurts after all of that meditation. Oh my god. It's you. That person that John's supposed to know. Hello, Jeff. I assume you know what this is about? Yeah, I know. Doesn't mean I'm happy about it. Can somebody please debrief us on who this is? I am a former member of a group known as the Teen Titans. I'm Raven. I'm also someone who John is very familiar with. If you remember hearing anything about the certain Trigon, Trigon's was my father before Dark destroyed him. Is the least bit I can say about what actually happened back there. It was kind of hard to keep my lunch down for several weeks after that. I can still hear the screams of my father before. I don't want to scar you children with the details. Anyways, Dark wants us all to meet, and he's not going to accept any tardiness. Even if that means that I have to escort John myself. And also keep an eye on your turtle dragon ass, Jeff. You're no better than John whenever it comes to liquor. That's why this place usually doesn't stock up on you-know-what type. Oh yeah, that guy wants to keep me sober so that he can have a leash on my ass. Now all he has to do is use his magic powers in order to keep a leash on your ass. It's just a lot less agonizingly excruciatingly freaking asinine whenever you're sober. Basically, he can keep a leash on you whenever he wants. It's just less of all those things whenever you are not plastered. Anyways, every single last one of us to the meeting hall. And that means you too, Greens. Greens? What do I mean by greens? You're the only one with the green hair with the green eyes, Izuku. I think, Naruto, what she means is that we're green to the group. Oh, that type of green. Okay, so how exactly are we supposed to get there in time? I would think that if this is close enough to get anybody worried, that we'd still be a little bit late by the time we got there. And that is where the magic known as teleportation comes in. And Azarath, Metreon, oh no, woman, no you don't! Zenthos! Son of a... No. Damn it, Raven! Still getting your head stuck in the floor, I see. I hate you. Somebody gonna pluck him out? Well, since you mentioned it, you do it, Izuku. How about we both do it? You grab one leg, I grab the other? Well, sounds like a sound enough plan. Will you two just do it so that we can start the meeting already? Wait, where the hell even is Dark? He was here a second ago. Yo, what's up, Raven? What the... How the hell did you do that? How do you keep on doing that? Well, maybe if you weren't so easy to spook after what happened with your dad, it wouldn't be so easy. Just kidding. I am literally the Prince of Darkness. I could do that to you whenever I wanted. In fact, I could have a lot of things from you whenever I wanted it, considering my amount of power. In fact, it's only out of mere sheer principle that I do most of the things I do around here, other than just solving them in ways that would suit my taste more. And what principles are those? The principles of the people that founded the creep show, Raven. Now, unless you want me to kill you, I suggest you sit down and shut up. I was just about to start the meeting before you, Izuku, Naruto, and Jeff stumbled in here. What the frick is John doing? Oh my god, is he literally pissing in the potted plant? That thing's gonna bite his penis off one day, he knows that. Is he just trying to piss it off now? I think that's what he's been trying to do for the past several weeks. It's a good thing you had that sleeping powder on it. It only really wakes up whenever it does its job now. And how have you made the sleeping powder last for so damn long? A good person at gardening never reveals their true secrets. I never knew you'd have a green thumb. Raven, please, just get John back a stat and get everyone in their seats, because I know that's what you're good at. And then you get in your seat, and then we can finally conduct the meeting to where everything can start to get back stable. At least mostly stable, considering some people. Yes, I'm looking at you, John. Oh, great, now he's asleep. John. Raven, get the happy slap plant. Oh, that? It's in here somewhere. Here we go. Ah, son of a... It even smacks the drunkenness out of you. Oh, God. And even the hangover, but that's only because you're hurting from getting slapped. Is that damn accursed happy slap plant again? Oh, these days, I'm gonna get my revenge. Yeah, after you pissed in the demon heart plant. Oh, you still have that around? No wonder I keep on pissing on it. More like pissing in it now. You think that damn thing's your latrine? I wouldn't expect anything more considering you were drunk off your ass. But no time to dwell on that. Anyways, what the meeting is actually being called for. All set. All lowered. All good. Oh my god. Guys, we have a problem with the dragon's nest. Oh, for the love of God, really? This is what you have us here for? John, shut up or I will castrate you in your sleep. With the power of 1,000 demon claws. You know that this is a big deal. We have to keep our pact with the Dragon Clan. And there are several branch clans. Or else shit will go south faster than you can say "I caramba." Why don't you just go crack a toe on their asses? Because then the people would be dead. Besides, the people are needed to be there to be the vessels for the dragons. As long as the people are there, the dragons are happy. But it's getting harder and harder to keep the peace with the growing faction wars. With all the unrest in the Dragon Clan, who knows what's going to happen next? There's only so many ways that me looking at this, we can actually deal with the problem of the dragon nest. And one of those involves the Hydriticus nosmortus. Oh, hell no! Actually, I agree with John on this one. Hell no, we are not going near that thing. Well, technically, since Naruto and Izuku are the most green, they'd be the ones doing it. What's the Hydriticus nosmortus? Says Naruto, you asked. Izuku, you see this little thing over here, this little picture? Yeah. That's the Hydriticus nosmortus. At least one of their young. Look at that thing is huge! I know. However, they are one of the more complacent clans with the way we've been trying to fix things around here. We would need the help of the entire Hydriticus nosmortus clan in order, basically their subsidiary clan, in order to fix the unrest within all the other clans in one fell swoop. Because I am not going to sign doents for hours upon end just in order to keep a couple dragon roosts from going over the cuckoo's nest. Flown over the cuckoo's nest, to be more precise. So what is this all about, anyways? Glad you asked, Naruto. Basically, the dragons are our main source of intel. Because they are a type of magical being, which their prowess and status are so high that no one like Slendy or Zolga would ever want to bother us, as long as they knew that the dragons were on our side. Especially the Hydraticus Nus Mortis. And basically, the leader of the Hydraticus Nus Mortis will be your target. Make peace with the leader, and we can basically steer the entire nest in a way that would cause everything to flock back to how it used to be. All the other dragon clans know that the Hydraticus Nus Mortis mean business, so if they say something, it goes amongst the dragons. Even in times of unrest. Because no other dragon clan wants to deal with an angry Hydraticus Nus Mortis. That is suicide. For any other dragon. The only reason why I haven't done anything is because I have been busy signing my own doins so far, trying to keep the finances afloat. And in order to do that, oh my god, the mages have been a pain in the ass. Especially the more grumpy White Cleric clan. Yeah. The sooner we get rid of the White Cleric clan, the sooner we get rid of those assholes, the better. It's just the power vacuum that would open up is something I don't want to have to deal with. If only we could find a way. If only we could find a way. Aha! I think I might have the idea. We just have to find a way to tame a Biju. What the hell are you trying to say? Kurama? You don't like the White Cleric clan either. You especially hate them. To the point to where I even remember a story being told of you allying yourself with the Black Cleric clan. Only I know that is bullshit because the Black Cleric clan, for how little time that they actually did exist, were morons. Yeah, and plus, also, I don't think you like any mage clan. So what exactly makes you think that I'm going to help you, even though I do have the taste for the White Cleric clan? Because I have a reward for you if you do. And what's that? There's a special spell/sealing array concoction that I have made in order for a Jinchuriki to exist without what makes them a Jinchuriki. Basically, the Jinchuriki and the Biju that makes that human the Jinchuriki can exist alongside each other, not having to encage one another. And you would pull this off for me if I were to help you dispose of the White Cleric clan of special mages of the Royal Knight Templar. Do it and it's done. It will just mean more damn paperwork. For the love of God. Fine. Where are the mages? Well, first we have to get you militarized, my friend. They're not just gonna pop out of the woodworks and say, hit me as hard as you can with their biggest Biju Dama Karama. And you know that. As much as I do. You're right. As stupid as they are, they're not that stupid. Well, not all the time, at least. Get an inebriated bunch, maybe, but I think they might have learned their lesson after the last attempt on their lives. More specifically, the life of their sage group. You know, the highest member of that one, but now things are just getting more confusing than they need to be. So I'll find a way to get you militarized, my friend, and then we fully settle things with the Hydriticus Nos Mortis. I think I might even be able to help you with that. However, it would be easier if we had more of my kind. Oh, you mean like the dead Mizukage's escaped Biju? Well, I've always found that for people that did the shit that he did, the Edo Tensei really wasn't that much of a stretch. I mean, what's disrespecting the dead if the dead weren't exactly much worth respecting in the first place? I like the way you think, Dark. And I know that we're actually a pretty good team if you actually learn to listen more. And I had more time to devote to perfecting this thing in a more leisurely fashion. The whole separation without killing. It's possible, it's just really hard to comfortably do. Oh, and if you're wondering about Yuki and the others, that's going to be a bickering and a half with the 5 great nations, and you know that as well as I do. But considering the threat that the several threats that are actually being imposed right underneath their noses, and they have no idea, I don't think it's too much of a stretch to say that it may take some time, but we can eventually make it to where you can be reunited with your siblings. Truly. Naruto, hold out your hand to this, Dark. You don't have to refer to me like that, Kurama. You and I both know that we're more friendly than those terms. We'll just do it anyways, Naruto. Okay, fine. Whoa, a hand came out of my hand. Oh, Kurama, you want to shake on it? I always thought that you might want to seal the deal with sake, but then again, women never did perform their best inebriated. Wait, women? Yes, Naruto, Kurama actually is a lady. And, if you can actually believe it, has the ability to turn into a mortal coil form. And, well, if we were able to perform this separation, would actually be able to do so. And then, Kurama, my poor vixen. What'd you say about my tail beast? Naruto, I heard that. Kurama, you know it's true. We need to find a way for us to be able to talk private without Naruto butting in. If only I knew the son of Kushina was the next jailer. My poor sweet vixen. Dark, you're showing those feelings again. And you're showing them to everyone. Oh, sorry, Kurama. Anyways, meeting adjourned. We will militarize everything and prepare everything, and then the dragons and those damn cleric knight mage mofos will be no longer a problem. Because, well, basically the Hydreiticus Nos Mortis are friendly enough, and those knights do not stand a chance against a Biju of Kurama's caliber. Man, you really like sweet-talking my Biju. Shut up, Naruto. If only Mito was here. Maybe, just maybe, we could get a blood sample and then forget about it. Mito's long gone, and you know that. Yeah, but I do especially being told about the longevity of the Uzumaki. I know that. Soon, if this works out, soon. I know. My sweet Koatake. My sweet Kurama Koatake. What about a Koatawatwa? Nothing, Naruto. Now stop butting in. This would be a lot easier if the freaking current jailer wasn't such a freaking pain in my side whenever I come to trying to talk to you. Never mind. You guys know what to do. Get everything set up, and it should be smooth sailing. Keywords being should be. Anyways, if things have been working how they've been working recently, then I'm not exactly sure how we're supposed to get anywhere near close to that, but by God, by all the gods ever, we will. I'll make sure of it. Or my name isn't Dark, the Prince of Darkness. And for former husband of my sweet grandma. Soon, very soon, so very soon. I just hope Naruto doesn't squeal too much whenever the old extraction thing happens. He won't be dead, but if I have to listen to him bitch, I don't know what I'm going to do. There. Jesus, Izuku, where the frick did you come from? Oh, John didn't really know what to do besides listen to Jeff, so he decided he would rather teach me a couple things, and I learned how to teleport. Oh my god, John, why? Why, John? What did I do to deserve this? Hey, the kid's a good listener. I'm actually thinking of taking him on as a possible apprentice. You would take on an apprentice? Shut it, Raven. Or do I have to rub that whole thing about Dark killing your daddy back in your face again? Uh, you know what kind of a subject that is. Will all of you quit your bitching and let's just do this already? For once, I actually agree with Jeff. Now let's go. Episode 1 end.